often we talk about work-life balance as being the goal, and really it's not about balance. It's not about equal, because often we think of balance being, if I have this much on this side, I need to have this much on this side. So if I work 8 hours at work, I have to spend 8 hours with my family. And that's not really what we're aiming for. What we're aiming for is work-life satisfaction. I'm happy with each area of my life. I may only spend a half an hour with my family, but if it was a good time and we had fun and we had connections, that's perfect. I may spend 15 hours at work, but if I got things done, that works for me. And so balance is always in this state of fluctuation, and it's how satisfied am I with how I'm taking care of myself, how am I working with my family, how am I getting things done at work. And I think often we lose sight of what those priorities are. And so it's about making decisions based on our priorities. And when we know what those priorities are, it makes it a whole lot easier to make these decisions throughout the day that keep life satisfying and motivating and energizing, as opposed to dragging us down and making us feel guilty because we're not doing something that we think we should be doing because it's not equal anymore. One of the things that brought that home for me was when my youngest son was just a baby, and I took him home to see my mom and dad. And so we live on a farm. They're about 3 hours away. So it's a trip to go and see them. And so I was taking them there, and it was bedtime. And you know how you struggle with trying to get a little infant into their pajamas, and you get one arm caught in the pajamas and the next one flies out. And my dad thought he would help me out. But his idea of helping was he was playing the tickle game. And so this was not working well. I was not able to get them in, but they were having a grand time, which was great. But when I looked at my dad, he had tears in his eyes. I thought, oh, I've never seen my dad ever cry. You know, he's a farmer, and you don't show your emotions. And I asked him what was wrong, because I was afraid he was going to tell me something major was happening. But he looked at me and he said, I don't remember you being this age. I don't remember anything about you and your brother being infants like this. And that brought it home to me. He was so busy making a life and trying to put food on the table, and being a farmer is a hand-to-mouth existence, but it was all about that. And he may not have been a great dad, but he is an amazing grandfather. And for me, it kind of spoke of, I don't want to wait until I have grandchildren before I get to enjoy these moments. And so it's about making decisions as we go through, and not just kind of waiting until the right time comes up. When's the right time to go on vacation? When's the right time for us to, do those things that are going to be fun together? Because work will always be there. Situations and stressors are always going to be there, and so we need to really pull this stuff together and make decisions that it's going to make life enjoyable along the way. It's not about equal, but it's about making sure that you have satisfaction and motivation and enjoyment from all of the different areas of our life.